Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. And today's video will be all about the engine choice for your new truck. Should you go with the 5.3? Should you go with the 3-liter Duramax, which is what we have here? Or do you go with the 6.2? Big debate. Let's talk. Okay, everybody. As you saw in the intro, we will be discussing if you should be going with the 5.3, the 3-liter Duramax, or the big 6.2 engine. Now, there's a lot to discuss here. I would separate the 5.3 and the 3-liter Duramax diesel into one category and then the 6.2 into another. And I'll tell you why. So with the 6.2 being the high horsepower, good sounding V8 engine, you're going to have a specific buyer for that engine. So all of the people who walk into the GM dealership, they know if they want the 6.2 or not. That's not really something you get kind of walked into. A 6.2 is something that you will go into the dealership with, knowing you want that specific engine choice for the horsepower, for the sound, for the torque, for all of it. You're going to go in, that's what you're going to ask for, and there's a specific buyer for that. Now, with the 5.3 and the Duramax, this is where the tough decision making comes in, because diesel prices are supposed to rise dramatically this summer, at least in Canada, from people on the news and people talking about it, supposed to be accredited. They are saying that diesel could jump as high as almost $3 a liter. And that is just crazy. So the debate every day of the week, I have a 3-liter Duramax diesel. I would tell you to go with the diesel every day of the week. Now, if diesel prices are getting up to that price, I don't think it's worth it. I think the 5.3 for that price of diesel will give you better fuel economy to filling up price ratio, or you still have that, because you'd pay almost, I want to say $250 to a tank at least if diesel prices do rise up that high, and that for me would not be worth it. Any other scenario, I would tell you to go with a diesel. The fuel economy is great, better than the 5.3. I had a 5.3 in my 2021 AT4. Fuel economy is much better. Torque is great, lots of torque like the 6.2, and it still gives you good power. Because I had the 5.3, I don't notice that big of a power difference. So I would tell you to go with the diesel every day of the week. I think it's a much better engine. The fuel economy, like I said, is amazing. And that's what I would pick for my truck. But with these fuel prices supposed to rise, I don't think it's worth it. If they do hit almost $3 a liter here in Canada, the price is just not worth it for diesel. You will be paying so much more when in gas you could probably get 2 tanks for the same price of 1 tank of diesel. So that's where I would say it's not worth it to go with that. I would go with a 5.3. If there's going to be this huge diesel shortage like they're calling for, I would go with a 5.3. Any other scenario, I would tell you to go with a diesel, just because the Duramax diesel is, for me, a far superior engine. Fuel economy, torque, power, you really get it all in the 3-liter. So that's what I would do. Now, with that being said, then your debate arguably comes, should I go with the 5.3 or should now I step up to the 6.2? And I'll tell you one thing, I've driven a 6.2, and of course my last truck had the 5.3. It is a significant difference. You will be filling up more, but if that's not something that dramatically impacts your decision, I would 100% go with the 6.2 engine. It's such a fun engine. It's got tons of power, and that would be the engine choice to go with if you don't want that amazing, or at least the better fuel economy in the 5.3. It's not amazing, but the fuel economy will be better than the 6.2. If that's not something you are super concerned about, the 6.2 is definitely the engine choice you should try, because once you go with the 6.2, the power is unmatched in any other engine, and of course the torque and the sound is just it's irreplaceable. So if you are looking at 5.3 or 6.2, and if you're doing it for experience, and if you need the power, if you tow, maybe go with the 6.2. If not, I would go with the 5.3, just because it's a more fuel efficient engine and it still gives you that power. If you're not towing, or if you don't specifically want the 6.2 for the power, go with the 5.3. Still get lots of power. It'll still tow everything you need to tow. But the 6.2 is definitely something you should try if you're towing, for sure. If you need that extra capacity there for towing, you should definitely check it out. It's got tons of power. Or even, like I said, if you just want the 6.2 engine, or you just want to try it out, such a fun engine. It really makes the truck move. So it is definitely a good choice as well. But as I was saying, if you are someone that is looking for a little bit better fuel economy, you're not buying a truck necessarily for towing every weekend. If you're just, or if you have a job that requires you to tow, then maybe the 6.2 is for you. But if you're not doing that, I think the 5.3 is still a very good engine. It still gives you decent power, and the sound, you'll still get good sound out of it. But if it's not something you're using for towing, like I was saying, if you just want to get a little bit better fuel economy, and you just want to, you're kind of getting it more. I know the 6.2s were at a shortage for a bit here in Canada. They were tough getting the 6.2. The 5.3 is a good option there. And that will still give you good power, still give you good sound. And it will be a very solid engine for you. Now that will wrap up this video here, guys. If there's anything that you think I missed, if I didn't touch on, maybe in the US, if you're in the US, wherever you are around the world, let me know what the situation's like there. I know here in Canada, like I was saying, there was a 6.2 shortage, and now there will be a diesel shortage. So diesel's expected to rise dramatically. So let me know, guys, if I missed anything. Leave your comments down below on what engine you went with, what your reasoning was maybe for that engine. But all the engines across the board, guys, are going to be great. They're going to be to your preference. So do whatever you like, whatever will make you happy with that engine choice. That's what you should go with. And these are just kind of my thoughts, my insights to what you might want to know. Or if you already know it, great. If there's anything I missed, like I said, leave it in the comments, and drop your comments if there is something you want to add, or like I said, what truck you have, what engine choice you have. And we will see you all. Oh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is free, and we have lots of new content coming. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, leave your comments down below, and we will see you all in the next video.